Life struggles, happy moments, bad times, and unforgettable memories.
Join us as we talk about our lives and share a laugh or two with us as we bring you along on our crazy journey called life.
Welcome to Two Wives, One World. Listeners, welcome back to Two Wives, One World.
Hey guys, this is Cassidy.
And I'm Nikki, and it's been a hot second since we got to talk to you.
It's like, you don't realize how much you actually talk to each other until you don't for a week. And then it's like, whoa, it's like, I feel like I haven't talked to you in forever.
Yeah. So if you didn't know, I just got back from my honeymoon, and it was amazing. And that's actually what today's episode is going to be all about, is honeymoons and stigmas about honeymoons and how to plan a honeymoon and all that good stuff.
Yes, one of the best things about getting married is the honeymoon. I mean, let's be real. Who doesn't want to go on a vacation with their new husband or wife and just spend time alone together?
Yeah, especially after planning a wedding and being around all those people for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I feel that.
So, let's start with you. Since I just went on my honeymoon, I'm like fresh in my brain what happened. You went right the day after you guys got married.
Yeah, we flew out the next morning. We caught our first flight at 7:30 a.m.
Oh my gosh.
And it was a 4-hour flight to Arizona. And then it was like a 6.5, 7-hour flight from Arizona to Honolulu.
Oh.
So it was like we got maybe 2 hours of sleep because we stayed at the hotel that's connected to the Pittsburgh airport. We got maybe 2 hours of sleep, and then we were up and at it. Like, we got all of our stuff together. We got to the gate. We got on the flight, and it was like, ooh, it was exhausting. But the cool thing about it, though, is Hawaii is 6 hours behind us. So it was like we were real tired, but our sleep schedule didn't get super messed up because of it. So us being that tired and kind of staying up helped us with the rest of the week kind of being on the sleep schedule. So we went to Hawaii and spent a week there, and it was, I can't even explain in words. Like, I can't. It doesn't even feel like it's part of the U.S., to be honest. It just feels like it's a completely different area of the world. And I mean, it really is, but it was just crazy. It was so different. It was cool to learn the culture. It was cool to find out what they do, on a daily basis, how they celebrate different cultures. And it was awesome. It was awesome. Where did you guys go?
So we went to Disney World in Florida. It was super hot, and my feet still hurt because we walked probably about 15 miles a day, if not more. The cool thing about our honeymoon, though, is that there was supposed to be a hurricane that hit a couple days after we got there. So really, me and Justin talked about rescheduling our honeymoon the day before we were supposed to leave. Obviously we didn't. We still went and enjoyed ourselves, and thankfully the hurricane moved and didn't even hit Florida at all.
Dang. That is awesome. That is amazing. That right there just proves that you were supposed to go when you did.
Oh, I know. And I keep telling Justin it's all because we went on It's a Small World.
Aww.
Because that was like my grandma's favorite ride.
Aw, that's sweet.
But, I mean, yeah, I really enjoyed being in Disney World for a whole week. We went from Friday to Friday, and even though it was absolutely exhausting, it was so much fun, and just getting to spend that one-on-one time with my husband was great.
Oh, I wish we could go back. I feel like a lot of this podcast is going to be a lot of us always saying, I wish we could go back, because we're always talking about either high school, our weddings, or now our honeymoon. So it's always going to be like, oh, nostalgia.
Oh, I know. Going back to work today after being off for a week was a real struggle.
Oh, there's nothing worse than coming back to the real world. For me, it was when we came back, we were just moved into our new house. So it was like we came back and we had nothing. Like we had the stuff that I moved down here from before the wedding, but that consisted of like an air mattress and some dishes and some of my clothes. So I came back and it was like, oh, now it looks like I'm going to try to make this house into a home. And I got to try to organize everything and make it look good. So there's nothing worse than coming back and realizing, oh crap, now I have a life I have to deal with.
Yeah, you guys are crazy because you literally got married, went on your honeymoon, moved into a brand new house. Literally right after each other. I don't know how you did it.
It was a lot. I'm not going to lie, it was a lot. But I don't think I would want it any other way because now it's like we're settled in our house and we're kind of on a schedule now. At first it was like, oh my goodness, because for me it was a huge change.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm moving in, I moved into a house. I just graduated. I'm in a new state. I'm married. It's like, whoa.
What happened?
It was weird because there were times like it felt like I was still gonna go home. Like it felt like oh well next week I'll be going home. Like it felt that way, but I knew I wasn't going to.
Right.
And there would be times where I would just get in my car and drive around the neighborhood just to get myself acquainted. And it was weird. But after a while, it's like, oh, this is my home. Like I live here now with my husband. So that was cool. But I tell you what, if we didn't have to leave, we probably wouldn't have. Ryan and I both said if we didn't have, big families back home waiting for us, we would probably stay in Hawaii. Like we would think about actually moving there just because the weather was unbelievable. Every day we saw a rainbow. It was just, and then you come back and it's like, well, it's
Yeah.
raining, no rainbows. What the heck are we supposed to do now?
See, we were opposite because we went down to Florida and it was like 90 degrees, but the real feel was like 105. And just walking outside, you just poured sweat. And I was so excited to come back to Pennsylvania to the 60-degree weather.
Yep, that would do it. That would do it.
But I also love fall. Like, fall is my favorite season, so I could never live in Florida just because it's summer there all the time.
Yeah, it gets hot. Like even here today, it's 95.
Wow.
So it's like, well,
I
I
think
actually
it's
looked.
I think it's
Go
like
ahead.
72 here.
See, that's perfect. That's a great temperature. The other night, though, I looked on and it said 54 in Pennsylvania at night. I was like,
Yeah, I know.
whoa. But anyways, how did you pick where you guys went? Like, how did you have a list of things that you were looking for in a location to go, or did you basically know from the beginning this is what we want to do?
So, with our honeymoon, it was a little stressful just because I had people telling me like I kind of knew I wanted to go to Disney World, but I was also on the fence of like, well, maybe we should go to Jamaica or like Bora Bora or somewhere tropical. But Justin hates sand. He hates the water. He doesn't like to be in his swimsuit all day. So like that was kind of out of the question. He likes trees and stuff, so he would have liked to go to like a place with mountains and like stay in a tree house, and I am not a bug person, and that's somewhere with a lot of bugs. So that was a no for me. So we kind of compromised and decided on Disney World because it's hot with tropical weather, you can go swimming, but then you also have like the parks and stuff to do. And there's Animal Kingdom that is like forestry-ish, if you know what I mean. um, Even though that wasn't Justin's favorite park, but anyway. Yeah, and I had a lot of people give me crap for going to Disney World for our honeymoon because it's like you're going on your honeymoon for the two of you and you're going to be spending it with a whole bunch of kids. But what people don't understand with Disney World is that yes, there are a lot of children there, but there are also a lot of adults there.
Oh yeah.
And with the hotel we stayed in, it was mainly adults. And it just, I don't know. I had a lot of crap for going to Disney for my honeymoon, but I don't really care because me and Justin both had a great time and we got to spend that time together.
See, that's all that matters, as long as you guys are happy.
Yeah. So how did
I'm
you?
glad you picked it.
I'm glad I picked it too. How did you and Ryan pick Hawaii?
Well, at first we decided, we were like, well, we want to go somewhere out of the, United States, kind of. We knew we didn't want to be in the same area. Like, we didn't want to be on the East Coast at all. So we originally narrowed it down, and we were between going to Ireland or going to Hawaii. And the more we talked about it, the more it was like, okay, Ireland looks beautiful. It would be cool to go out of the country, go to another, somewhere else. And Hawaii, which is beaches and beautiful weather and tropical. And Ryan, some of his family's from Ireland. So he, in his whole life, like, one of his bucket list things is to go to Ireland. So we basically just narrowed it down. It's like, all right, if we go to Ireland, we have to both get our passports.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have to basically go somewhere that we don't know anything about the culture. I don't know anything about Ireland as far as, other than it being beautiful and like the Blarney Stone. So we kind of both really decided whenever we looked at pictures on the phone one night of both places, and we said to each other, okay, which place do you see us spending the most time and the most romantic time together? And we ended up choosing Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
So then it was, okay, which island? Because there's Maui, there's Oahu, there's a whole bunch of places we could have chose.
Right.
We ended up choosing Oahu because Ryan loves history. So we got to go to Pearl Harbor, and I wanted to go to Honolulu because I really wanted to see the Dole Plantation. I really wanted to see the beaches. I wanted that, like, authentic, like, Hawaiian luau scenery. So that's how we chose. And at first it was like, okay, do we really want to leave the day after? And it was like, you know what? Heck yeah, let's do it. Like, let's do it. And we did. And it was fun. And it was amazing. And we'd go back in a heartbeat. It's just that flight was kind of...
Oh, I couldn't even imagine flying for that long.
And it's just over water. So It's like...
2 hours was enough for me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The flight was pretty rough. We already talked. If we ever end up going again, we're gonna make sure we save up enough money where we can get first class seats, so we don't have to have 3 people squished in and like shoulder to shoulder for that long, because it's like, oh man.
Those
and then
airplane seats are the worst.
The worst. And then it's like they have a little button where you can put your feet up and like lean back, but the person behind you is going to have less leg room if you do that. So it's like I automatically feel obligated to sit straight up so I don't piss off the person behind me.
Oh, I know.
So it's like, I don't know what to do.
Oh, so Cash just got a kitten and it is the most adorable
thing.
thing.
This is little 11.
And why did you name her 11 again? Him
well,
11.
See, we named him, we originally thought it was a girl. And our favorite TV show right now, which I've already watched 2 times, and I watched it with Ryan, is Stranger Things. And one of our favorite characters is 11. So we decided, we're like, we'll name her 11. Well, needless to say, the cat grew up a little bit, and, it's a boy. So we're pretty sure we're just going to stick with 11, but I like Hopper, too. He's another character. But anyways... Those airplane seats, man.
Oh, I know. Sorry, I got distracted by the cute little
No,
kitten
it's
on the
okay.
screen.
Oh, it's cute. Anyway, but yeah, it was a wonderful time, and I'd go again in a heartbeat. But like I said, next time we go, I would like first class seats. Another thing that I'd like to complain about real quick about the flight. We weren't even sat together. The only reason we sat together on the way there is because people saw that I had a Just Married shirt on, and they offered to let me sit with Ryan. On the way back, I didn't sit with Ryan on either flight because of American Airlines. They wouldn't give us seats beside each other. And I even explained to them, like, this is our honeymoon. And they're like, oh, well, if you pay an extra $56 per person, you can try to get a seat beside each other. I was like, no, sorry, we already paid like $1,400 in just plane tickets. So
Oh my
we're not going to
gosh.
play that game. Sorry.
I
But
know.
anyway, it was rough. It was rough. Um, so as far as Disney World goes, what would you say were your big highlight moments of what you did on your honeymoon that you'll never forget? What were those things that you did that you were like, oh my gosh, like lost in the moment? I love this.
So I'm gonna start with my favorite moment because there was a whole bunch of things that we did that were absolutely amazing. But I'm gonna start with oh, I'm gonna start with the Justin and I went to a Halloween party while we were down there. And if you ever go to like a event at Disney World, you realize like there's not so many people there. So Justin and I were walking behind the castle in Magic Kingdom and there was nobody around. And I looked at him and he looked at me and he just spun me around in a circle and it was like
Aw,
the sweetest moment from our honeymoon.
that's so cute.
But like we also on another note, like I love Disney World. I'm a big Disney fan, as you all know, because we've talked about it before. Um, I found my new favorite ride at Disney,
What is it?
Soarin'.
Oh, it's so good.
It was a 5 minute walk on because it's absolutely like dead because of the hurricane.
Dang, 5 minutes?
Yeah,
That's
it was
insane.
great. I loved it. It's my new favorite ride. But that was like my favorite moment was the part with the castle. Now Justin's favorite moment, I'm trying to think of what it was. Oh, I don't remember. But we had so many good times while we were there.
I know, it's hard to just sit and be like, okay, this was my favorite part of the honeymoon.
Yeah, we went to the parks every day. Oh, you know what?
Dang.
I remember Justin's favorite. So the day we got there, we went to an Irish pub in Disney Springs, and honestly, it had the best food that we ate there.
Oh, that
It
sounds
was
so good.
to die for. But Justin's favorite was like sitting at the restaurant together, just talking. He tried Guinness for the first time and really loved it. He loves Guinness now. And he said that was like one of the best burgers he's ever had because he gets
Nice.
burgers everywhere.
Dang.
And then we got to watch like Irish dancers and stuff too while we were eating.
Yeah, you sent me the video. It looked
It
awesome.
was amazing. So, what was your favorite part of your honeymoon?
Again, like you said, it's kind of hard to just pick something. I honestly really loved just being on the beach in the clear water. It's like just stepping into the water, and I just love being in the ocean because I went to the ocean for the first time in my life 2 summers ago, and it was like it changed my life. Like it was like I don't want to get out of the ocean. It's so awesome. So just going to Hawaii and just seeing like everybody, like all sorts of different cultures and everything come together and have fun, and being in the ocean, it was just like you could look down and see your feet. You could there was actually a dog. It was funny because somebody took their dog in the ocean with them. I was like, the heck? He's just throwing a tennis ball with his dog. The dog's swimming in the ocean. I'm like, that is the life. If I was a dog, I'd want to be that dog. But I
I
think
agree.
another part that I really loved was we went to the Polynesian Cultural Center, which we went through and learned about all sorts of different cultures, and uh, we got to go to an authentic luau, which was awesome. We got to see like a pig actually roasting in the ground, which is sweet. And they like took it out and were like cutting it in front of us. It was delicious. It was so cool. There was just being there was really just altogether my favorite. It's just and being able to look out from our balcony and see the ocean and hear the waves. It was like I didn't want to leave.
Yeah, that sounds like beautiful.
It was, and I don't know. It's like I think back and think about it, and it's like it's kind of sad to think about because it's like, oh, it's already over. But it's like, I had so much fun. It's kind of sad to think about because it's like, oh, it's over. But at the same time, it's like you look back on it and it's like, that was our first vacation as a married couple.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the beginning of so many more things. It's like, it was amazing. I loved it. It was great. We also took another tour that took us to the Dole plantation. So we got to see like how pineapples grow, and we got to have a Dole Whip, which was awesome.
Yeah.
Did you have a Dole Whip on your
I
vacation?
did have a Dole Whip on my
Yes.
vacation.
Nice. Get a best friend that goes to a honeymoon destination and gets the same drink as you.
Agreed.
Agreed. Um, But yeah, so it was fun. I would go back in a heartbeat. This time I think I'd go to another island though. I would love to go back to Honolulu. I would in a second, but I really want to see Maui. I would
Oh,
love to go to
yeah, that would
Maui.
be awesome.
It'd be awesome. But
I
go ahead.
No,
Sorry.
you're good. I was just gonna say, like, I bet the water in Hawaii was absolutely beautiful.
Oh, it was. It was. It was almost so pretty that it seemed like it was filtered. Like the water was so clean and so clear that it almost felt like there was water being filtered through something, but it was
Oh,
just the natural earth. It was like it was just amazing. It was amazing.
I know, I feel that. I loved our honeymoon. I loved everything we did. I feel like we did so much that I just don't know what to talk about. Like
Right?
you guys did like big stuff, but like we did a bunch of little things like rides and attractions and meeting characters. Like, so me and Justin met Joy and Sadness,
Oh,
which
yay.
if you don't know who Joy and Sadness are, you should watch the movie Inside Out. They're emotions in this little girl's head. But anyway, we met them, and I said to Joy, I named my dog after you because our dog's name's Joy. And I showed her a picture, and she started jumping up and down, and Sadness like pats my shoulder, and I was like, oh, do you want to see the picture too? So I showed her, and she kept pointing to herself, and I was like, oh, do you want us to name our next dog Sadness? And she was like shaking her head. And I was
Aw.
like, all right, deal. We'll name our next dog Sadness.
Oh,
So,
that's so cute. Now you're obligated to do it. I'll make sure you do.
yeah, exactly. So, packing essentials for a
Oh boy.
honeymoon.
Oh boy.
I love packing. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I packed my suitcase like a month before we left.
See, I'm the opposite. I hate it because when you pack something, that means you're gonna have to put it all away when you get home.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
But I guess it makes it a little bit easier when you kind of have an idea in your mind. Like if you make a list of things that you want to take with you. I unfortunately procrastinated until the absolute last second because that's what I do. If you find yourself on that boat, the easiest thing, in my opinion, to do is to make a list that says, you know, if you're going to be there from Saturday to Saturday, write out Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And every time you pack an outfit for each day, cross out the day of the week. For me, that's the easiest thing. And then obviously make sure to pack, you know, a toothbrush, hairbrush, all that stuff. But just basically make sure you have enough clothes, but also don't pack too many outfits. I packed a couple extra dresses just in case we go somewhere like fancy to eat or something. And Hawaii is so casual that even in the fancy restaurants, people are just wearing like the button-up floral shirts and like khaki shorts. So I didn't really use the dresses that I thought I would. It doesn't hurt to pack a little bit extra, but it's like once I got there and got everything unpacked, it's like, oh man, I
Yeah.
don't think I needed all of this. So, and for me, I also took a curling iron with me on top of my straightener. And it's like, if you don't think you're going to do your hair with more than one tool, don't take more than one tool because I do it every time. I do it every single time. I'll take my straightener or my curling iron and I won't touch my curling iron. I won't because I'll either just straighten my hair or I'll pull it up or, you know,
Yeah,
I just won't be using it. It just takes up space in the suitcase.
I agree. The only thing I brought from my hair was that like curling gel because my hair is naturally curly, and um sometimes I'll use a curling iron, but like I don't normally, and I never straighten my hair, so I didn't
Right.
I didn't have
Go
to
ahead.
worry about packing any like styling tools.
Nice. And especially if you're going somewhere that's hot, if you know it's going to be
Oh
humid,
my
don't even
gosh.
bother. Don't even bother because your hair is just going to look crazy. Because that's
Oh,
what happens to me. I straighten it and then it gets frizzy. And
I
it's like,
I honestly wanted to do so many cute hairstyles while we were down there, and I think I did for like 2 days, and then the rest of the days I was like, I'm just gonna pull my hair out.
yep, that's usually how it goes. But it looks cute too, especially if you go to Disney, just like put some mouse ears on and it automatically makes a cute hairstyle.
You're right. You're right. So like whenever I packed, I planned out my outfits beforehand. Like I remember sending you pictures, and I was like, "Does this outfit
Yeah.
look okay? Does this look
Yes.
good?" And I obviously paired them with my ears because I have a couple pairs of Mickey and Minnie ears. Um, and then I used. You can buy packing cubes off Amazon. I have a set of those, and I use those to pack my shirts, and my pants in. And it saved me so much room in my suitcase because me and Justin only brought carry-ons with us for a whole week because we're very weird about checking bags because we're both terrified we're gonna lose our luggage somewhere.
Dang.
Yeah, so we packed for a full week in a carry-on. So I shoved all of my shirts, my dresses. I brought a kimono with me just because like I like to wear those sometimes, and I pretty much just wore it over my swimsuit. But yeah, I packed all that in a little packing cube, and then packed all of my shorts in a packing cube. And then I packed all of Justin's stuff in a packing cube too. And when we were leaving, he was like, "How did you get all of this in here?" Which I mean, I'm just good at packing.
I have the magic touch. So what are these? What are packing cubes?
So packing cubes are like, they're like little mesh bags. Like they're only mesh on the top though, and they zipper, and they come in different sizes. There's like small, medium, large, and you get all of them in a set. And pretty much you like roll. If you roll your clothes, this is a fun fact. If you roll your clothes, it saves more space. So
Nice.
you roll your clothes, you put them in the packing cubes. You can layer probably about 2 or 3 layers of shirts, and then you squish the packing cube down because of the mesh on the top. It like gets all the air out of the bag. You zipper one half, zipper the other half, and then bring them together and like stuff everything in and bring them together in the middle, and it like seals all of your clothes in there.
Dang.
Yeah, they were amazing for
So
packing.
do you recommend those for people that travel a lot?
100%. And if you are curious what they are, send me a message, leave us a comment, whatever. I will link them for you if you are interested.
Nice. Yeah, I've never heard of those before. I think those would have been pretty handy, honestly.
And they keep everything organized. Like they keep all your shirts and your pants together.
Oh man, I might need to buy some of those now.
They're not that expensive on Amazon, honestly.
Amazon is the go-to site. Also, if you need anything last minute, Amazon.
Amazon, everything.
Amazon, Amazon, Amazon.
I also overpacked hardcore. Like
Oh,
toiletries. I I told Justin because I have a lot of hair, and with the humidity, I knew I was gonna need hairspray. So I was like, Justin, I'm buying 2 cans of like the little travel size hairsprays. I was like, I'm buying 2 cans because I'm gonna go through 2 cans. I went through half of a can.
yep. But see, with my luck, it's like if I don't pack that extra one, I'm gonna need it.
Exactly. And then like I packed what was it? Face toner because I wash my face, use a toner and moisturize every night. My face toner leaked throughout the bag, and I was like, ugh.
Oh
I
no.
mean, I still had enough for the week, but like, I was so annoyed because that stuff's expensive.
Oh, it is so expensive. And so is I don't know if this is how you pronounce it, Is it the micellar?
Oh, the micellar water?
Yes, that stuff's
Yeah.
expensive too.
I use that to take my makeup off with.
Ugh, I need to get some of that.
So, what are other packing essentials that we used?
Hair ties, hair ties, hair
Oh,
ties,
yes, and bobby pins.
and bobby pins. Because if you're going on vacation, first of all, if it's hot, you're not going to want your hair down on your neck the whole time. And you can make really cute, really easy hairstyles with hair ties and bobby pins.
Yes.
And it's like, it doesn't take very long, but it looks super cute. And if you look on YouTube, you can just search like easy 5-minute hairstyles or, easy, cute, half up, half down hairstyles. And they'll like show you tutorials on like how to do your hair. And it's just, I feel like you can have just as cute hairstyles without putting as much effort as you would with it takes me a while to curl my hair because my hair when I do it it just doesn't want to hold the curls.
You have a lot of hair, too.
I do. So especially for the ladies out there that have a lot of hair ties
Yes.
and deodorant. Don't forget
Oh
deodorant.
my gosh, deodorant is a must, especially if you're going to somewhere hot.
Yes. And this might sound weird, but one of my biggest packing essentials are extra pairs of underwear.
Yeah, I agree because
No matter what.
when you get hot, like I brought
Mm-hmm.
this might be a little TMI, but like I brought they're called flushable wipes, like they're just like wet wipes. But like it's
Nice.
to help you like freshen up and it wasn't like just for, down there. Like it's everywhere because you can flush them in the toilet, you don't have to worry about
Mm-hmm.
throwing them away, whatever. Um but they were just nice to like wipe my arms down because I was sweating so much.
Oh, yeah.
And like sunscreen, bring sunscreen with you.
Yes. Yes. It looks like you got a lot of sun.
I did get a lot of sun.
And then there was one selfie that I saw. I think it was you and Justin. And you looked really red. I was like, dang, Nikki's getting sun.
You know the crazy part though? Like I thought I was gonna need aloe because I'm pale, like very pale, and I burn so easily that I constantly need aloe. And I didn't at all. Like I
Nice.
was
That's a
burnt,
win.
but I didn't feel burnt.
Nice. Yeah, that's the worst. Guys, don't get sunburn on your vacation.
No.
Especially if it's bad sunburn because the rest of your vacation is just going to be miserable.
Yeah. Oh, you know what else is a good packing essential? And we didn't use these, but I brought them just in case. Tums.
Oh, yes, that's a good one.
If you're going to like be eating at different places that you don't normally eat at and eat food like you don't normally eat, bring Tums with you because if you get an
Yes.
upset stomach, nothing ruins a vacation more than getting an upset stomach.
Oh, yes. Yes, yes. And I'm going to give one more. And this is more for like a traveling, whether you're on a train going through, flying or driving, always bring a reusable water bottle with you.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
if you're flying, as long as when you're going through security and stuff, there's no water in like an aluminum or like a metal water bottle, you can bring that with you. And especially in the airports, they have little stations where you can fill up your water bottle.
Mm-hmm.
So then you have your own water bottle and you don't have to wait for when the flight attendants are coming through and giving you like your free drink and snack. You already have your own water. And it saves you money and it also helps the environment. So I feel like that's definitely a really big essential for me when I'm traveling. But my big ones are, like I said, the water bottle, extra pairs of undies, and deodorant and hair ties.
Yes.
Don't forget those ones.
I agree with all of that. Like, I would even go so far as to say bring your own portable charger, just in case. Like, we bought an extra portable charger to take with us to Disney because, I mean, I use my phone a lot with checking the Disney app, like checking our plans, our photos, taking pictures. It was a lot. So, like, bringing a portable charger with you is always a good idea.
Yes, I 100% agree. And if you're stuck, Google is your best friend. Google and Pinterest are your best friends because There are some packing hacks on both of those sites.
Oh my gosh, yes, I agree. Um, so after the honeymoon, let's talk about the slump that you get in because
Yes.
I'm feeling that slump so hardcore right now.
Yes.
I'm
It
so exhausted.
it's like you're on vacation, so you're supposed to be enjoying your time. But then you get home and it's like, all right, I don't want to do anything. Like I just want to sit down and not do a single thing. Cuz it's like you're having fun, but you're also walking so much in a day. Like you said, what, like 15 miles a day
Mhm.
around that. So you're getting a lot of exercise. And it's like you're in a new area and your adrenaline's running and all of that's going on. But at the same time, it's like once you stop and slow down, it's exhausting. So sometimes it's good if you take an extra day off work when you get back home because it's just if you keep going and going and going and going, it's like, all right, now, like you said earlier, I need a vacation from my vacation. And
Mhm.
that's how I felt when I got back. And I was a little bit jet lagged too because we got back, we left, it was like 10 o'clock at night in Hawaii or something crazy like that. No, it was like 4. It was like 4 when we left Hawaii, but when we got back in Kentucky, it was like 7:30 in the morning. So it was like 4 p.m. Hawaiian time, but it was like 7:30 in the morning in Kentucky time. So it's like, all right, it's 7:30 now a.m., but it feels like it's 1 in the morning because of the time schedule we've been on.
Right.
So it's like the jet lag was real. It is so real.
Yeah.
But you just have to try your hardest.
I'm really glad like Florida has the same time zone as us because there's no way I would have been able to go to work today.
It gets bad. But how did you feel after you came back?
I mean, so we came back Friday night. We didn't go home until 2:30 in the morning because our flight was at like we landed in Pittsburgh at like 11 o'clock, and then it's like a 2-hour drive to Du Bois, where my car was, and then another hour drive to like where Justin and I live. So that was exhausting. We both slept, and then we had to go pick up Joy in the afternoon at his parents' house because they kept her while we were gone. Um, so we picked her up, had lunch with his parents, and then we were like, well, we need to pay back our friends that came and picked us up at 11 o'clock at night at Pittsburgh because they were amazing. So we bought them dinner and had dinner with them. Um, and then Sunday, we like unpacked all of our souvenirs and we needed to do laundry because we didn't do laundry from the previous week, and then we had all the laundry from our honeymoon.
Mm-hmm.
And our apartment doesn't have like, excuse me, our apartment doesn't have like a washer and dryer, so we went to my mom's to do laundry, and we didn't leave there until 7 o'clock because we had like 3 loads of laundry. So, needless to say, Saturday was busy, Sunday was busy. Monday, me and Justin both went to work, and our laundry is still sitting in the living room because I don't want to put it away because I'm exhausted. And our apartment is literally, it's not a mess, but there's stuff laying everywhere and it's bothering me so bad, but I just don't
Mm-hmm.
have the energy to get up and fix it.
I don't know what's worse, actually doing the laundry or folding and putting it away.
Oh, definitely folding and putting it away.
Oh, especially when, because that happened to me last week. I didn't do laundry for like 2 weeks. And it's
Yeah.
like by the time you finally get everything washed, it's like, all right, I don't have the energy to do this. Regardless, like, especially if you just came back from vacation, you're not going to have that energy. So I don't blame you. Mine would not be done. Like right now, I have a whole bunch of stuff I need to put away, but it's like,
I know. So, let's talk about how I don't know about you, but I've had people like asking me if I got pregnant on our honeymoon, and I'm like, no, we're not trying yet. Like, we want to enjoy the like a year of being married at least.
hmm. I wouldn't say that I've necessarily been asked that, but I had people tell me before I get married, like, oh, I'm putting bets that you'll get married, or I'm putting bets that you'll get pregnant in honeymoon or on your honeymoon, or I'll give you 6 months before you're pregnant. And I'm just like, you know, no, no, because we want to spend time together as a couple before we do that. I mean, if it would happen, that's awesome. But I don't want to directly go from planning a wedding to getting married to moving into a house to, oh, now there's a baby. Like, I need that break in between. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know if I could do it.
I
But I don't know.
agree. And
Do
like
you think it's a
Justin,
bad thing when people say that?
I mean, no and yes, because no, because like they're excited for you to like go into that next chapter of your life and, have a child with the person you love, which is a good thing. But at the same time, like, yes, because I'm not ready to have a baby yet. Like, and some people can't have babies right away. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it might take you a couple months to get pregnant or a year to get pregnant. And with people asking that constantly, like, I feel like if you're trying to get pregnant and you can't, like, that just hurts your feelings.
Yep, I agree 100%. I do.
I don't know. Like, would I be mad if we got pregnant? No. But at the same time, we live in a tiny apartment. We don't have room for a baby. We would need a house first, and once we get a house, we're going to have to fix it up because it's not going to be perfect. So, I don't know. I think we're going to wait like a year, maybe a year and a half.
Oh, I'm so excited for you guys when you do.
What are you and Ryan thinking? Like, do you have like a timeline of when you'd like to
um,
try?
we don't have much of a timeline. We just want to basically get the rest of my car paid off and like get a good chunk of my student loans paid off before we do anything. Just because like we would be able to do it now, but we want to make sure that we're going to be able to budget and save accordingly. So once my car is paid off, it's like all the money that would be going towards my car can go into a separate account for a baby.
Yeah,
Like
because
that's basically our thing.
babies are expensive.
Did you know that like in a lifetime, I can't remember what the actual statistics are. Let me look it up super quick while we're on this subject. Average cost of a child.
Oh my gosh. I know like my sister and brother-in-law had to like take out a loan to have my niece. They called it
uh,
like the Hadley loan, which was kind of funny.
okay, so it says right here, as of 2015, American parents spend on average $233,610 on a child from birth until the age of 17, and that does not include college.
Oh my gosh.
$233,000. So yeah, needless to say, I think just reading that right there makes me want to wait a little bit.
Yeah, me too. We definitely don't have the money for that.
Jeez, I mean that's insane. Who knows? Maybe we'll have like a cool episode about how to, I don't know,
How to
something with
how to conceive a
kids.
baby. I think we all
How
know.
to
I think we all know how babies are conceived, and if you don't ask.
Yeah, don't ask me, ask somebody else. But yeah, so we're gonna wait a little bit, and I'm excited. Like I said, if it happened now, it would happen. We'd be happy. But we just want to make sure that we're gonna be able to financially support what we want to do, and we were long distance, so it's like we want to have that time together before we
Yeah.
just jump right into having a child. So, but it's exciting.
Yeah, I don't
So
blame you.
exciting. It's
And
gonna be. How funny would it be if we called each other on the same day and we were like, "Hey, I'm pregnant," and then you'd be like, "What? I'm pregnant," and it's like, "Oh my god!" And then it'll be two moms, one world.
oh my gosh, you know how funny that would be because like we've literally gone through everything else together. We might as well go through pregnancy together too.
I'll call you. I'd be like, "All right, what are you craving this week?"
It'll be chocolate. Just straight
Chocolate
out,
and
it'll be
pickles.
chocolate. Chocolate and tacos. Chocolate tacos.
Ooh, chocolate pickle tacos.
Oh, pickles.
Oh, pickles. Fun fact, guys, real quick. Not to drag this on or anything, but Nikki and I like peanut butter with pickles.
Oh my gosh, we would eat those all the time.
How do you feel about peanut butter with pickles, everybody out there?
Yes.
Let us know what you think.
Leave us a comment. Let us know.
And if you haven't tried it, try it.
And actually,
Trust me.
leave us a comment. Come on, guys.
Yes. Yeah. Come on, guys. Interact with us. But shout out to Deb and my mom, our moms, for always coming in clutch with the comments.
Exactly. And your
Always
grandma.
supporting. Yes, Mama. Thank you. Everybody.
She's the real MVP.
Thank you guys for listening. But should we go ahead and wrap it up and go on with our daily rants? Or is there anything else we want to cover?
Oh, I think it's the time for the rant of the day.
Time of the day. Nikki, what is yours?
Oh, geez. I haven't honestly even thought about my rant, but I'm sure I can come up with something real quick. I'm gonna say my rant of the day is when parents don't watch their children.
Ugh. Yes, that's
And
such a good one.
I'm not saying like, oh, I took my eye off of my kid for like a couple minutes. I'm talking about the parents that sit on their phones and like their kids will be like running around, pushing other kids, punching other kids, like being not a nuisance, but like being crazy, and the parents sitting there watching them do it but don't say anything.
Yep.
Like,
it's almost like, oh, my kid's out of my hair, I'm not worrying about it.
Yeah, like, oh, there are other people around that'll take care of them. I don't have to.
Or I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that.
Yes. That happened to Justin and I in Disney, actually. That's what brought that up for me. But, I mean, just pay attention to your children. You had them for a reason. Even if they were an accident, like, they're still your child.
I agree. I agree 100%. I just don't think people think about it.
Pay attention to them. Don't let them be crazy demon children.
Yes, do not let it happen. And if you do, you're the worst type of person.
Oh, called out.
Oops.
Mic drop.
Tea is piping hot.
Anywho, what is your rant of the day?
My rant of the day is one that really kind of grinds my gears a little bit.
Oh, I love these
And I'm kind
ones.
of going to go back to the wedding thing.
Yes.
If somebody has signs up that says, unplugged wedding, do not use your phone. Don't use your phone. Like, it's a nice gesture that you want to take pictures of my wedding to send to me, but that's why I paid over $1,000 for a photographer.
Oh my gosh. And
that's why.
What about people that bring iPads to weddings to take pictures and videos?
If you bring an iPad to a wedding to take pictures and videos, just don't go. Don't go to weddings. And the only reason I'm saying it and I'm so passionate about it is because I don't want in the background of my pictures people taking pictures on their phones. Yes. I don't want it. That's the whole reason you put out a sign that says unplugged wedding. Please don't use your phones until after we're pronounced, so-and-so. And it's like you look back on those pictures, it's like, oh, that would have been a great picture, but oops.
There's somebody's phone.
But other than that, I mean, that's just something that really makes me mad. But I didn't realize it was an issue until I started going to weddings and witnessing it. And it's like...
I know. I get it. Trust me. I see it in my wedding video and I'm just like... I mean, you couldn't have waited.
Right, I know. Or it's like you couldn't just... Do you not understand there's a photographer for a reason? Like...
Yeah, we just paid how much money to have a photographer and...
A lot. Oh, by the way, speaking of photographers, I had a dream last night about your wedding pictures.
Oh, jeez.
And they looked great.
Well, I'll tell you, we got our pre-ceremony and ceremony pictures so far. We are just waiting for our reception pictures, and I'm so excited to see those. And my photographer was amazing. Anybody from the DuBois area, if you need a photographer, you should look up Brianna Rush Photography. She is absolutely amazing.
Yes, and she's so nice too. She was sweet.
So sweet. So, listeners, please send us rants on Facebook, on YouTube, whatever. Message it to us. We don't care. Just send us some rants. We want to know what's on your mind.
Yes, we need to, because we can't be the only ones ranting, guys. We're going to start getting a little bit upset.
Yeah, don't make us rant about you not giving us rants.
Because we'll do it. We don't care. We're ruthless. We'll do it.
We will do it.
And we'll call you out by name, too.
But thank you to the people that do listen. I know our moms listen. Cassidy's grandma listens. Justin's cousin Aurora listens to our podcast. And if you listen, let us know so we can give you a shout out on our next episode.
Yes, because we love it to hear. We love to hear if people are listening. And we want to shout you out. So let us know. Maybe give us a rant. We'll talk about it next week. And it'll be like your, debut on our podcast.
Exactly.
Who knows? Who knows?
So, Cass, who are we?
We are Two Wives, One World.
And it's been great spending the last 40 minutes with you guys.
Yes, we hope you enjoyed it. But with that being said,
we will talk to you next time.
Yes. Bye.
See ya.